Alright, Badgers. Coach Jamie here to talk about box control. We sent out some videos about goalie box control. This is, we did two videos here, one for defense and one for offense. But honestly, you guys should all understand each position, how box control relates to the goalies, defense, and forwards. So first one for the defenseman is shots from the point. So I've got a defenseman here, big defenseman, going to rip a shot from the point. Here is his shooting box. He's the lane where it's actually going to be on net. So he sees his NHL guys cranking these hard slap shots. He decides he's going to put his Enough hardest slap shot on, and he banks it in the corner over here. What good does that do us? Does that do us any good to put the hardest shot you could possibly make and not have it on net? I'm going to tell you no, it does no good. So shot accuracy, shot placement is much more important than how hard you shoot the puck. Secondly, when we look at this guy taking his big slapper from the point, and you look at how much space he has here, as the goalie comes out and challenges us, maybe he's got a lane where he can even come up a little bit further. Not a whole lot of space on either side of this goalie to sneak one in. This is a pretty good goalie. He's coming out and challenging the shot. So, likelihood of scoring on a shot from the point, not very good. The NHL guys, they're not going to score on an NHL goalie from a shot from the point unless there's a screen in front, there's traffic in front that's screening it, tipping it, or getting rebounds. So you guys kind of have the same thing. You don't shoot as hard as NHL players, so you got to have that traffic in front. So wait for traffic in front if you got a guy coming. If you're a forward and you see your point man teeing one up, go hard to the net. And if you have a defenseman at the point and you've got a clear shot, why not just walk it in then? Get yourself a better angle or wait for some traffic. What gets even worse is this defenseman decides he's going to make a D-to-D pass over to his partner here. His partner is going to put a shot on that. Big point shot like he sees the NHL guys do. My goalie, who's a smart goalie, he's going to come over and challenge that. Now you look on the side of that, there's no space to get that shot in. So these shots from the point, without traffic in front for rebounds, tips, deflections, screens, not really going to get you anywhere. So that's the first couple of things with regards to defensemen playing box control. Next one is, let's slide this defenseman out of here, is defensemen receiving the rush. So I'll tell you guys all the time, I want to see you receive the rush, don't attack the rush. So what that means is I want to see you backpedaling, letting the rush come to you. If we say gap up or step up, we don't actually mean step up like go forwards. That means close the gap. Gap up and step up means close the gap so you can get stick on puck, so you're closer to the guy. Never go forwards. You get one chance to go forwards and get the guy, and if you miss, he's gone. And here's a good example of that. In this case, I have my center coming down, and he's got the puck. So we see his shooting lane here. It's relatively straight on. The goalie can come out, challenge that puck. Again, there's not a lot of place to score. But if my defenseman decides that he's going to skate forwards at this guy, forces this guy to make the center to make an evasive move, that center comes over to here, let's say. Now all of a sudden, my shooter is over here with a quick move. Now, all of a sudden, he has all this net to shoot at because my defenseman stepped up, forced this guy to make an evasive maneuver. Now he has a good shooting angle. So we really don't want to do that. We want to receive that rush so we don't end up in this situation here. So I'm going to delete some lines here. What we actually want our defenseman to do is we want our defenseman to skate laterally. We want him to skate this way and push this shooter wide. So what's going to end up happening is the shooter's going to want to go wide as well, right? We're pushing him wide. So let's just say my center, let's say my defenseman pushes my center to here. Center's over here with the puck. He decides to put a shot on net. These lines are going to get a little bit messy, but now all of a sudden you'll see that what my goalie has to defend has gotten a lot smaller. My goalie already pretty much is able to cover all of that. So he went from leaving gaps on both sides to now there's no gaps. As this proceeds, if I can get my defenseman out from underneath here. As this proceeds, my defenseman comes this way, pushes that center even further down. Now my center's about to cross the goal line. He has to shoot now. He realizes he has to shoot. He's going to put a shot on net. And if I can catch my goalie here, look how much net the goalie has to cover here. So he had to cover this much straight on. He had to cover this much. This maybe about 6 feet. He had to cover like 4 feet once he got shoved wide. Now he's maybe got 1 foot, 2 foot that he has to cover. This is an easy save. So defenseman, that's why we always tell you once you push the guy wide, push him wide. His shooting angle decreases, his likelihood of scoring decreases, and you're making it so easy for your goalie to make that save. This is such a better position for your goalie to be in, and that's good hockey, that's smart hockey, and that's what we want to see.